Hello, YouTube! Today I'm going to be talking about the Beluga Liner and passenger missions in Elite Dangerous 2.2 Beta. Now, the Beluga Liner is going to be seeing a buff to its fuel tank. As released right now in this video, it had a size 5, and trying to get people from point A to point B, that was about 3 or 4 jumps worth of fuel at max jump range, which just was not sufficient at all. Going up to a size 7 fuel tank, you'll probably knock off a little bit off the jump range of about 20 light years, maybe go down to about 19 light years. But you'll be able to make probably 5, 6, 7 jumps without having to refuel or have additional fuel tanks. The other complaint that the ship has is many of its size 5 and size 6 compartments are actually limited to only cargo racks, hull reinforcement, and passenger cabins. Some people don't like that. I particularly do, and actually wish that more ships had these type of restrictions on what could go where. To make things a little bit more interesting in the planning, and also giving certain roles or certain ships and roles a little bit more specificality. You know, like Type 9s can only fit cargo racks because it's a cargo ship, and things of that nature. Now, again, people are going to complain that, nope, we should be able to equip anything and anywhere so long as it's can fit the appropriate size, but I think that this does introduce a little bit more specialization in ship roles and things of that nature. Now, as far as cost, it looks like in the real world or in the live version of this game, it's going to be around 80 to 85 million credits, which is about half the price that myself and many others were expecting. Expect a 20 light year jump range, unmodified, A-rated, and all of that stuff. So I think with the increased fuel tank, it's going to be very, very well suited for its designated purpose as a passenger liner. Next up is the passenger missions themselves. In previous videos, I had said that it looked like a lot of the mechanics here were going to be no different than copy and paste mechanics from cargo transportation, and I'm right and wrong about that. When it comes to just hauling chattel passengers, economy class, 20 passengers here or there, it very much is no different than hauling cargo or doing data courier runs or anything like that. There's no special requirements, but if you do the VIP missions, there is a list of requirements. Like this guy, if you break the law, get a fine or something like that, he's going to become unhappy. If he gets scanned, he's going to be unhappy. If, he's laid back so he can make multiple stops on the route, he's not asinine about keeping a schedule. So there's a lot of things there on these VIP missions that are furthermore in depth than what I had originally been anticipating. Furthermore, payouts seem to be in line with other missions that you can run. With the exception of if you have Elite status and Allied, and get a mission to, say, take tourist out to Sat A or to Jock Station, is the one you saw there, for 45 million credits, those tend to be sounding like they're going to pay out very well. It's get to Jock Station in 7 days, or get to Sat A in 7 days. Now, I don't know if that's get there in 7 days and get back in 7 days. If that's the case, you're talking probably close to 40 hours worth of game time. I know that in most of the ships that I've done exploration in, generally speaking, I can only do about 1,000 light years an hour, and that's pretty much going maximum route and just honking my horn and not stopping to look at anything interesting. So if it is just one-way trip, then that could be very interesting, and then getting passengers to ferry back to the bubble. But we'll have to exactly see how that plays out, because I'm not going to invest 40 hours of gameplay this week to try it out at this particular point in time. When it gets released to the live server, I may very well do so. Now, passenger missions are not just reserved for the Orca and the Beluga. Now, those are the only two ships that can fit luxury cabins, which right now are size 5 compartments. But you can fit first class, business class, and economy class cabins on any ship that will accept a size 4 or greater internal compartment. So just about any ship can be turned into a quote, passenger liner, which would make it very interesting. I think I would probably be flying my cutter for most of these passenger missions, because those long-range flights out to like Jock Station and stuff like that, usually the minimum requirement class is first class, not necessarily luxury suite. So with first class, you can put that onto an Imperial cutter. I think that there should be a little bit more restrictions and stuff like that. Like maybe if you're flying an Anaconda versus a Gudamaya ship, that maybe the most you can fit on there is business class or economy class. Same thing with like a Type 9 or a Keelback or something like that, that you can only fit economy class on those ships. but I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of people who don't agree with me on that particular topic. So, if you have access to the beta or have been paying attention to what's been going on with the recent developments in this beta, leave your thoughts and comments in the section down below. Be sure to like and subscribe if you have not done so already. And I will be doing further videos as more updates and stuff come with Elite Dangerous 2.2.